Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Joe Davis here, Southern New Hampshire University, CJ 300, Research Methods in Criminal Justice. Today we're going to take a look at Activity 1-1 in Module 1, where you're to review the final project. This is the actually a non-graded assignment. This is the assignment that's taken directly from the Blackboard course shell. It says throughout this course you'll be working toward completing your final project, a research report. A research report, okay? Not a book report, not an essay, it's going to be a research report. For this assessment, you'll play the part of an individual currently employed at a criminal justice agency. In the scenario, you will be responding to a request from your supervisor to conduct research on a specific issue in your community. You'll choose from those 6 issues that are also present. Throughout the course, there are a number of assignments that will help walk you through the steps of compiling your research report and provide you opportunities to gain valuable feedback from the instructor to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, get started by reviewing the Final Project Guidelines and Rubric document. Then if you have any questions, if you can, post them in the general questions of the discussion board so everyone can see. Or go ahead and send me an email, text me, reach out, and I'll get to you. Remember, in this assignment, at the end of your paper, I'm going to ask myself, after having read it, what do you want me to be able to do at the end of your paper? What am I supposed to do now that I read your research? Before we go on, I want to remind you that there are also 4 other video mini lectures for you. There's a Welcome to Module 1. There's 1-2, the activity for the worksheet, 1-3 for discussion, and a tour of the my air there. It should be the Shapiro Library. All right, let's see if we can go find the guidelines and rubric for this. And there you go, there it is. Make sure you read through all of this so that you understand what this overall assignment is about, this 8-week assignment. You work on it every week. If you haven't done this before, these are milestones, okay? Here is the prompt that tells you all about it. Specifically, the following critical elements must be addressed. Again, if you're not familiar, the grading rubric is the same as the rubric a little further in this document that you're about to see. So if you don't meet that requirement, if you don't have it at all, that's a 0, okay? So pay close attention, just take it one bite at a time. We're going to scaffold, we're going to build this from the ground up, if you will. Make sure you take a look at these milestones and you understand, number 1, what they are and when they're due. Milestone number 1 is due next week, so it's not part of this week's assignment. It is next week's assignment, week 2. Milestone, and that's the introduction. Excuse me. Milestone 2 is due in week 4, and that's the literature analysis, where you're going to do your review of literature, basically. And then finally, methodology, where you're going to compare or examine, analyze the methodology others have employed. That's why you need to have scholarly peer-reviewed articles and not popular ones. Need to be journal articles. And then finally, you're going to write your paper. This page gives you the module when everything is due, or the week that things are due. And here's the actual rubric. Here are the things that you have to do. So you'll have a part of your report called the introduction, and it must be a brief overview of the contemporary issues selected and its importance with respect to a trend in the field of criminal justice, including necessary information to set the stage for the report. That would get you a B grade, 85%. If you have keen insights into the selected relevance in the field of criminal justice, then you could get bumped up to an A. So here they all go: literature analysis, just like up above, the methodology, design validity, we'll talk about validity, research question, and then your conclusions, and then finally a grade for the writing skills in it. So that is a very quick high pass through. I strongly encourage you to take the time to read this document over, perhaps print it out. I know in today's world that's not always done, so that you have it, you can refer back to it. Keep those cards and letters coming. I hope this helps.